Welcome to Hope for Everybody, a channel that exists to highlight people and places that are all about providing hope to people in need. Check out today's episode.
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Bobby again with Hope for Everybody. And again, we are showcasing the Timothy program at the Hope Prison Ministries with another fine young man named...
My name is Jerrick Morgan, but I prefer JJ.
Okay, JJ. So, for the interview, I'm just going to ask you some simple questions. And the first one being, just introduce everybody to you and tell us about yourself.
Pretty much, I like cars. That is the biggest thing that I find interesting. I like writing. I like writing my feelings out. I like poetry. I like writing music. I don't know if it's really good, but everybody that I showed, they're like, I ain't feel like you can probably make it if you try. And so I use that as motivation to keep me going.
That's cool. Okay, so cars and music, that's cool. I like that kind of stuff too. But that's not what brought you here to Hope Prison Ministries. So, were you incarcerated?
Yeah, I was, before I came here, I was incarcerated for about 3 years.
How old are you?
I'm 19 now.
Okay.
Actually, before those 3 years, I was out for 11 months. Then before that, I was locked up again for another 3 years. So in total, I probably did about 6 years. God to say my charge.
I mean, you can say you tried if you want to. If not, I mean, you don't have to. It's nothing.
My first, well, I don't know what all charges I had, but I know the one that I got locked up for was indecency with a minor, indecency with a child by contact.
Well, hold on for a second. Speaking of that, so with a charge like that, it'd be almost impossible to find a place to live after. So how hard was it for you to find a place after while you were locked up this last time?
It was, I didn't feel like it was difficult. There was a couple places that accepted me, but while I was in there, my behavior wasn't really positive. That's all the tattoos I have, and they can't really see them, but they're not finished. The only one that's finished is this one and the one that's on my chest. But I started doing that. I started pretty much acting like a fool because my mindset was, oh, I already got a place to go. Might as well just do whatever I want.
If you're liking this content, don't miss out on future episodes. Like, subscribe, and hit the bell for notifications. Now back to the show.
Now, which caused me to lose my acceptance to the other places. And then I had found out about Hope Prison Ministries, and I was kind of hesitant at first, don't get me wrong.
Me too.
And so I thought to myself, are they gonna, because this is, whenever I found out about Hope Prison Ministry, it was about 2 months before I was released. And so I'm sitting there, thinking to myself, ooh, what's going on? What's going to happen? And so during those last 2 months, I buckled down. I got my stuff together. I started doing what I had to do. And so after that, I came here.
Good enough. So, speaking of coming here, so what? This is kind of a two-part question. I want to know kind of what you do during the day, and what's your daily life like, and how your life has changed since you've been in Hope Prison Ministries.
Daily life for me, pretty much wake up, do curriculum. If we can, later on after we do curriculum, because we do curriculum from 9 to 11. 11 we have a 30-minute break, so we can go get something to eat. Then at 11:30, we go back to curriculum, and then we're there till 2. After 2 o'clock, it's pretty much a free ball game from there.
Okay, so that's cool. So they keep you busy with curriculum, Christ Center curriculum, and have you learned about the money one yet? Have you done the money curriculum?
Financial
freedom.
Yep.
That's
I've actually finished that one.
That's good though. That's one I like.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so say if you're walking down the street someday and you see somebody walk up to you and they ask you, "Sir, do you have one bit of advice you can give me?" What would that one bit of advice be?
Learn from your mistakes. Biggest advice I could give. And not only that, don't let your past define you, because even though there's people that look into your past, you could prove to them that if you had aggressive past, if you had disobedient past, you can show them like, I've changed, I've done better. And look at, cause me, I ain't fly. Growing up, I was a pain in the ass. You can ask my mom. I got kicked out of 2 schools, and I almost got kicked out of a 3rd one. But I was always in OSS, ISS, AEP. Then here recently, like I never before I got out, I got my NCCR core, which is a certification, like a basic certification for like construction, welding, all of that. And so after that, I also got my forklift and my welding certification. And so I pretty much got a better future for myself.
That's cool. So learn from your mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect. All right, with that, we can go on forever and ever because I'm sure he has so many interesting stories, but we'll get him at the 6-month mark. And with that, I'm just going to say thank you for your time, and enjoy your time here at Hope Prison Ministries. I'll kick us out of here.
All right.
If you'd like to be a part of the show and tell us your story, please visit us online at hopeforeverybody.org.